I got so inspired to create something today. Let's go to my kitchen and see what I can find. What was that? Reuben, Mr. Reuben. That's what I'm going to create today. Let's model Reuben. Go right to View, Image Plane, Import Image. Nice and easy. We go to the front picture, find Reuben, and there we go. Go to Side View. Just push this back a little bit, and then we go to our Side View, View, Image Plane, Import Image, and we find the side Reuben, and then push this back like that. And for fun, we will just go ahead and create another image plane. Actually, just something to help us see it in three quarters. So I'll assign a new material, Lambert, and assign a picture. Let's go ahead and find that 3/4 picture. Where are you? 3Q. Alright. And I'll press 6. And there we go. So let's start off in the front view. And he's got a nice bevel on. So we'll go to polygon plane. I'll start from here, hold shift. And then we'll just take the vertices, slide them over. And then we'll do this. And we'll move this guy up like that. And then we will extrude. Let's move this forward. Control E. Let's go to our side view. And we'll right mouse click and hold. Object mode. Move this guy over here. Of course, everything is at an angle. So we'll start here. Vertices. And then we'll move from there. And then we will highlight everything. All of these edges, and I'm not highlighting the back ones because I'll eventually delete the face. Right mouse click, and we go to bevel. Hold right mouse click, hold shift and hold right mouse click, bevel, and we'll change the fraction. Let's go to our front view, and fraction, let's maybe make it 0.2. What do you think? I think 0.15 is good. So I'm going to move this image plane down a little bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and start with the head, square shape. I'll hold shift. And that looks good. We can go to X-ray right here, and it's at the top here and bottom there. That looks great. Let's go to our side view and make sure. Let's go to X-ray. That actually looks perfect. Right mouse click and hold. Go to edge, highlight everything. Hold shift. Let's put the wireframe on. Hold shift, right mouse click and hold, bevel, and let's change the bevel to, I think 1 looks great. If we press E, rotate it, and scale it down. Actually, it matches up pretty good. So I was thinking that we could do the eyes as a texture, but I think it would look really cool if the eyes were actually a shape. So let's go to our front view. Go to the mesh display, mesh tools, create polygon tool, and we will do that. Hold there, there, there. Press 4, press enter. I know it's not perfectly straight, but we will select those vertices, rotate, or I'm sorry, kind of scale them. This, and then take this guy, and then do that. Right mouse click and hold, press 5, right mouse click and hold, object mode. Okay, so let's go into our perspective, and I see that the eyeball is in the head. Let's move it forward, and we will go to Mesh Display Reverse, go back to our front view, go to the multi-cut tool, go up top, go to that point, enter, click on that point, go over, enter, right mouse click, object mode, modify center pivot, and then we're going to just give this a little bit of thickness, so Control E to extrude, bring it forward, and then we can kind of just give this a little bit of texture right now. So right mouse click and hold, assign new material, AI standard surface, and we're going to change the preset to plastic, replace, and we're going to call this white eye. We'll change the color to white, and let's go over to the object subsurface. We'll also make that white, and then we'll right mouse click and hold, go to face, highlight those faces. Okay. Right mouse click, assign new material, and then AI standard, and then we'll call this pupil, presets, plastic, replace, and then we'll make this black, and then we'll go to the subsurface and make it black as well. Okay, what's going on? Alright, presets, plastic, replace. There we go. Make it black, and then the other pupil black. There we go. Alright. Now I know it doesn't look white, but it will be, especially when we render. Take this eye, Control D, move it over, and then we'll change the scale Z to -1. Okay. No? Nothing happened? Alright, let's just rotate it 180 degrees. Hold J, and there we go. Go to our front view. And again, we're just going to like combine these with the head and make it, put it in the position, like pose it. All right, now we are going to go to our side view and work on the body. Same thing, same exact tools that I like to use. Create polygon tool, especially for like this kind of custom shape. I'm using the outside edge, and let's get started. So we'll go up top, in between that like bevel, and then we'll go right about there. And I don't know if our pig is actually a little bit curved, so let's put point, we'll go 1, 2, and then the third one, because this thing is like very modular, I'll do that, like it's, it's pieced together. Next thing, we'll go right here. If I press 4, we'll bring it down right here and right there. Okay. Enter. I'll go to that vertex and slide it over. Nice. Now, right mouse click and hold. We'll press Control 1. We'll press 4 to go into our wireframe, and let's turn off our grid. I'll press, actually, let's go to click on this object, Mesh Display Reverse. Okay. With that object selected, we'll go to this tool right here, and then let's go that point, enter, And then we can, let's go straight down. I think that'll be fine. Enter, take this point, bring it straight up, like that. Press Y, which is previous command. Go right in the middle. Press Y, and I hold Control. Let's see. Or Shift. Actually, yeah, let's put it right there. And press Enter, and that's our shape. Right mouse click, object mode, press Control 1. And then let's hop into our perspective. Press spacebar. And we'll move them over to the right. At the position we want, Control E, move it forward. Right mouse click, object mode, and let's go to modify center pivot. Press W. Let's turn our grid back on so we could see that red axis line. Hold X. There we go. Perfect. Control 1, edge. I like to turn off the grid when I'm doing this. And you got it. We're going to select all of these edges and get a nice bevel. I like to press double click on the edge. Alright. There we go. That looks pretty sweet. And can't forget those ones. Alright, now we are going to press Control 1 and hold Shift. Once we hold Shift, we're going to right mouse click and hold, go to bevel, and jump back into our side view and change our fraction. I think 0.15 is good. Nice. There we go. Right mouse click and hold. And I'm going to take the entire head, and we are going to press Control. Actually, let's go to Modify, Freeze Transformations. Control. Before I press Control G, I gotta take these eyeballs and make sure that they are aligned. So let's do this. And go to our perspective. Control 1. And I'm actually going to delete the faces behind because that's just a habit. Take both of these guys and we're going to go to Mesh, Combine, Edit, Delete by Type, History. We can call them eyes. We're going to press Control 1 and we're going to click on the head, Edit, Delete by Type, History, click on the nose, and we're just going to press G and watch the history gets deleted. Okay, so that's the nose. That's the head. We'll hold Shift and click on that. Mesh, Combine, and then I'll click on the eyes, and then we'll combine that as well. Sweet. Now what we need to do is go to Edit, Delete by Type, History, and we're going to call this Head, H-E-A-D. Let's go into what? Oops. Look at the eyeballs. They're floating. Okay, let's move that. Okay, and press 4, and we're just going to rotate the head so that it gets aligned. And now, you can see that the nose is maybe a little bit too small, so take the nose, I'll press R, I'll scale it up. Okay. Side view, press 4. Now we just need to rotate the head. Okay. If I press R, because I use the side view to base the character's body. I'll just use a side view as well to kind of get the width correct. I know in the front view I did something different, but I think the side view is going to be better because then it actually aligns with what we did right here. And last but not least, we need to start working on the feet. And before we do that, let's create a base for his feet. Right, about that tall. That's the bottom. Go here. Pretty straightforward. And just do that. Okay, perfect. That's all that I need. Modify center pivot, and let's see little piggy. This thing has a bevel, so right mouse click, edge, highlight that edge, hold shift, and bevel, and let's change that to 0.1. Right mouse click, object, and we'll create a cube, hold shift, and right mouse click, go to edge, highlight those edges, bevel, change that to 0.2. Let's see, let's rotate it, put it into place. Let's see, let's rotate it a little bit more, minus 45. That looks good. And then Control D, put this leg back, and it looks like it's a little bit longer. So we'll go to those vertices, double click on the move tool, change the axis orientation to world. Change it to object. And then we can move it down like so. Here we go. Change both legs, go to our front view, hold shift, left mouse click and drag. And there we go, ladies and gents. Now, in this picture, it looks as though the front foot is in front. Let's change our world tool. Go back, double click on your move tool, options, change it to world, close it. And the front foot is kind of like hanging off the edge, kind of like this. And I'll hold D and make my move. Manipulator tool, go there. I rotate it like, let's see, like that. Okay. It's kind of like at that angle, right? And maybe up a little bit. And then we'll take that back leg and move it forward. Let's give him a nose. Let's go to Edit Mesh, our Mesh Tools, enter Edge Loop. Probably should have done this in the beginning, but it's okay. Our good friend Reuben. Look at him. So happy. Alright. Oops. Forgot to add one more edge loop right here. Press 5. And object. So I'm actually going to separate this object. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Reuben. Alright, we finally modeled Reuben here. It was painful stepping on it, yes, as you guys seen, but it was worth the fall. Okay, alright, if you really enjoyed this tutorial, please click on the link above. I'll teach you how to apply a shader to it, get some really beautiful renders, and if you enjoy this type of content, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.